Okay everyone, just doing a review on watch presses, which ones are good ones and which ones are bad ones. So I started off my watch press, you can say journey if you like, with this one and discovered that it was a heap of crap. So I'm supposed to screw in the top, it's actually not going in there anymore. So it's supposed to go in there, it's just coming out. But what was happening, you come down and it was going on an angle, so basically it was coming down, pushing down, and then just going like that, and it wasn't properly pushing them on, and I didn't know, and I'd broken one watch. So like, I did a lot more research before I broke a lot more. But the thing I hate with this, if you're a first time watch press guy and you haven't done your research, you'll be doing all this, setting it all up, and you think, oh okay, you don't know how much pressure to push down. You think, oh, okay, I'll push this right down to the spring like that, which is too much, too far. So you only need to do a little bit. And so that's the thing with these, you don't know how much force to put on them, and it'll crack your watch, even though the watches make a little crack sound when they're not really cracking, and some of them do, some of them don't. It's just the back going back on. So, but with this one, it was cracking, and it was actually cracking. So, heap of crap. Leave them alone. These ones, I don't know what they're called, but you type in watch presses and all different ones come up. This version, rubbish. But you come over to this one. It's tiny, but it's good. It does the job. This one's called Tick Frog, so it gets my tick of approval, I'll tell you that. So it comes with the cloth as well. So what I've done is wrapped the die underneath that you've chosen, which is the correct one, in this. So just a little backup so it doesn't crack, even if you have got the wrong one on there. Like that. And so before you choose the right ones of these, right, it's not hard for people, right? So just I'll make it easy for you. So like, if you don't know how these work or how to choose the right one, so what you do, you're putting it over the face like that. So see how this side here is too big? That's going to be too big because it's all the way around. You only need it half in the center, not fully around the watch. So kind of like that. You can see how you've still got a little bit of play with it, and then this one is all the way over it, which you don't want. So you don't want that one, so you want this side. So turn that over like that. It's the same with the front as well. So once you've chosen the separate one for the front, which I have on that one, see that? So it's got to be just around this part. So you're staying away from the glass. So your bezel part, this here, you're staying away from the glass, because if you've got one that's way too big like that, that's going to be like right in there, and by the time the force and the pressure of these things happen, it's going to crack because it's got nothing holding on to. So these bits are holding on like that when you're pushing, so it doesn't break your glass. So once you've done that, put your watch in there. I would show you one to do, but it's hard to do one-handed. Make sure it's centered on your little one on the bottom there. Move it around, feel it. Centered in the bottom. Okay. It's all in there properly. Push down a little bit. Done. Okay. And then all you do now, make sure you pull this up a bit more. And then you slide your correct one, which is that way, underneath that one. So you're sliding that under there. You can see how I've chosen that one. So I'll just do this. So when you are pushing this down, remember, little clamp, it's going to match up with the hole. So don't do it up too tight first off, just do it kind of like light like that, because you're going to go around and check to make sure it is on proper. Any spacings, you push it over a little bit, and remember, you can move the bottom bit as well. So center it like that, and all you're doing, tighten it up a little bit more. Once you think it's ready to go, double check, because remember, these things are putting pressure on your watches and you don't want them broken. So just push that over a little bit more, and that's centered. Once it's centered, you just keep turning. So this is good, like I said on the other one. Alright, these ones were putting a lot of pressure, so these are just putting a certain amount of pressure, not too much, and you'll know when to stop because it'll get too tight. So, And remember, half of these won't make a clicking noise and some do, depending on the brand of your watch. So once you've tightened that up, like that, pull it out, just make sure it actually did work. So even if you want to just halfway pull it out like that and wobble it, or just pull it out the whole lot and just check it. So even check the front so you haven't broken it. I think even though if you do choose a bigger one like this, as long as you've got this on there, it should have some protection for you. So if you do end up using the wrong one, so this should be a bit of protection for you. So this is so good because the pressure, like I said, if you haven't got the right dies on there, this pressure is not going to be enough to break your watch. So remember, by the time it gets tight, that should be enough. So once they're centered, it should be done. So this one, 10 out of 10 for me. Heap of junk, good. So there's your dies. You also get, sorry, my filming's terrible here. Square ones as well, and they go really small to your smaller watches, like your small ones like these, small watches like that. So you'll get ones like that. So these are ones that I finally put up for sale now because they weren't ready for sale because they didn't have a proper watch press, but now they're done, ready to go. So yep, 10 out of 10, love it.